journey since then. Let's set some ground rules for today's Toastmasters meeting. Just as everyone has a mission in their life to accomplish their goals, Toastmasters also has a mission. It provides a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before I share the guidelines, let me emphasize that adhering to them ensures efficient and effective meetings. The guidelines are as follows. Please put your mobile phones on silent mode. Please put yourself on mute when not speaking and abstain from crosstalks. We encourage everyone to turn on your video throughout the meeting unless you are stepping out of the meeting. I request all the role takers to rename as per your meeting role as a prefix. In Toastmasters, we avoid discussing topics such as sex, religion, and politics. I kindly request everyone to adhere to this guideline. Our meetings will be recorded and posted in YouTube channel for our members' access. If any speaker or guest has an objection, please inform us. Let's have a wonderful and energized meeting today. Now I welcome our presiding officer from vTalk Toastmasters Club, Mr. Gerin. Gerin is UI developer by profession. He's a proud father who loves to spend time by painting with his daughter. He blogs about technology and personal finance. This is about our presiding officer for today, Mr. Gerin. Hope I have explained the rationale behind the Toastmasters today. Over to you, presiding officer, Toastmaster Gerin.
Thank you, Megha. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And yes, you have set the ground rules right. We have all turned off our mobiles or kept on mute, and every other points taken. Thank you for explaining it. And a very good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to this very special meeting number 1127. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get that wrong? Got it wrong? Yeah, yes. Technically, it's meeting number 475 for vTalk Toastmasters and meeting number 652 for IBC Titans. But together, it has to be 1127. What a remarkable number. Very few clubs have achieved above 1,000 meetings numbers. We have done it by clubbing two clubs. What is more interesting is we are neighbors. We were neighbors all the while. So question to vTalk members. How many of you know where IBC Titans is?
Miss Krishna Magnum.
Krishna Magnum.
I thought it was in Bangalore.
And question to IBC Titans members. How many of you know where vTalk is?
VMware.
Where is the location, not the company name?
JP Nagar.
JP Nagar, near Krishna Magnum.
Near Krishna Magnum.
Yeah, because I said it is neighbor. Yes, it is Kalyani Vista. We are literally just a road across. And vTalk started in 2012. IBC Titans chartered in 2014. More than a decade, these clubs have never met as far as I know. So this is super special. Oh, I'm wrong. Maybe they have met before, but my knowledge, they have not met. It took decades for these two clubs, neighbors, to come together. This reminds me of like two neighbors in a village saying hi every day for decades. And finally, they decided to meet over a coffee after a decade. Very interesting, isn't it? And like this, 2012, 2014, together, it is close to... Can you mute people who are not talking? The SA, please take care of that. Thank you. So together, it is close to 25 years of experience this club brings in. Lot of learning, lot of fun. To make this extra special, we have definitely some guests joining us. First, let me welcome our District Chief Judge and our past Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Nitasha Kumar, who has agreed to take up the role of a GE and making sure that meeting is well from the beginning. She has taken up that responsibility. Thank you, Natasha, for joining us. It's so much pleasure to see you. SA, please make sure that people who are not talking is kept on mute. Thank you. Second, this person is not a guest, but I have to welcome because this is her home club, IBC Titans, and she is no stranger to our club as well. Our Division E Director, Gajalakshmi. Welcome, Gajalakshmi.
Thank you.
We have few other guests. The familiarity of the face I might get it wrong, but I'm for sure no, Amrita is not from either of this club. Amrita Deshmukh is joining from Agnel Toastmasters Club. Welcome, Amrita. Seeing you after a long time. So we are expecting few more guests to join us.
Sorry to interrupt. Mahendra, guest Mahendra, can you please mute yourself?
Yeah, the host also can mute, so that way we don't have to interrupt the meeting.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you. Yeah, so while just a reminder, like what Sergeant at Arms told, so if you are not speaking, keep yourself on mute so that you don't interrupt the person who's speaking. We are also expecting our Area E3 Director, Rajesh. He said he will be joining in some time. Hopefully he can make it in time. Now, we also have few more people. Dayanand. Dayanand is from Koramangala Toastmasters Club. Dayananda, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Without further ado, I call the meeting number 475 of vTalk Toastmasters and 652 of IBC Titans to order. To guide us through this session, we have someone truly special. Hailing from Tamil Nadu and currently based in Chennai, he began his career in Oracle 13 years ago and still thriving. Beyond work, he's an avid reader with interest ranging from autobiographies and personal finance to spiritual literature and Tamil novels. That's a wide range of reading spectrum that he has. Welcome, none other than Toastmaster of the Day, Aravind Raj, who is also president of IBC Titans Toastmasters Club. Stage is yours. Arvind, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jarin, for introducing me. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to all Toastmasters of vTalk and IBC Titans. Yeah, today is a very special one. We are meeting after 10 years, and special kudos to our division director, Gajalakshmi. She's almost pushing me for the last almost more than a month, actually. Finally, it happened. Thank you so much once again, Toastmaster Gajalakshmi. This happened. Okay. I'm coming back to the theme of this today. I will take a couple of minutes, then we move on to the regular agenda of the meeting. Okay. I'll start with myself. Like for all of you, what is your first mobile phone and what is the manufacturing of the mobile phone and when did you bought? For me, I would call it as my family mobile. That's around 2005 or 6. It's of course Nokia. How about others? I want to hear from at least 2 or 3 persons. Nokia from Jerin, Sony from Daya. Thank you.
Gajalakshmi here, Nokia.
Nokia.
The unbreakable one.
Sure. Thank you, Jalashmi and Ritik. Nokia. Okay. So why? The topic is platform business model and how come it is related to the mobile manufacturer. Yes, both are related. In almost 2007, we'll go back to almost 18 years back. There are 5 manufacturers basically who are the Nokia, Sony Ericsson, LG, Samsung, and then maybe one more, Motorola. Yeah, they are the first one, Motorola. So they are capturing almost 90% of the whole mobile phone market. And something happened after that. All of them just went away. Anyone, any guesses what happened after that? In 2007, particularly?
iPhone
Android?
came.
Android?
Correct.
iPhone came.
Both are correct. Android and as well as the iPhone. What's so special about these two? Nothing but both are platforms. How come both are the platform? All of us are using this. Yeah, majority, I think almost 99% of the whole world mobile phone market is captured by this folks. That is iOS operating system from Apple and Android from Google. How different is this?
Support for custom apps. Like,
Yes, Ram Prasad. Correct. You are almost there. The apps that's made it different. Unlike earlier manufacturer, this two made they changed the whole system. Like Nokia, Motorola, they consider themselves as some kind of company which produce mobile phone. But Apple and Google, this one's Android, they consider themselves as platform companies. We will talk more about this, what is a platform and what is a specialty about platform in the upcoming session. Please stay tuned. Okay. Coming back to our regular agenda of the Toastmaster meeting. Our Toastmaster meeting consists of a three-part. The first part is prepared speech, second one is evaluation, a table topic, and third one is evaluation section. For today's meeting, the evaluation going to be handled by one of our special guests for the today's meeting, none other than our District 121 Chief Judge Officer. And here is a quick intro about the general evaluator for today's meeting. She is our past club growth director of District 121, and she has took various hats during her Toastmaster and her calling herself as she is a Toastmaster for life. And she was a past area director, division director, and president of various club, almost 4 club, and coming from 3 different districts. Not only that, she is a recipient of distinguished Toastmaster from 2 districts, District 92 and District 121, and 7-time Triple Crown Award winner and star trainer, outstanding member, a lot actually. And last but not the least, she has completed almost 5 pathways. So with a big round of applause, let's invite the distinguished Toastmaster, Natasha Kumar, to our stage and take over the starting part. Over to you, DTM Natasha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arvind Raj. An honor and a privilege to be here at this very special, much awaited, decade-long awaited meeting of the Linkers Meet of vTalk Toastmasters and IBC Titans. Thank you so much, Bhavna, for reaching out and inviting me to be the general evaluator for today's meeting. My role as the general evaluator is very simple. All I need to do, since you are all Toastmasters, is to review, record, and report at the end of the meeting what is it that we did well and what is it that we could probably push ourselves as a club or as individuals to do better. Now, this review is not going to be conducted by me alone. I have with them a very accomplished team of auxiliary role players in the form of the TAGL. The T being the timer of today, A is our R counter, G is the grammarian, and L is the listener. I love whoever has put together the agenda has done a good mix-up of picking the role players from both the clubs equally. So kudos to you. That's a plus point in my report already. We have with us, playing the role of the timer, Toastmaster Ritvik Seth from IBC Titans. Ritvik, could you please explain your role?
Thanks, Natasha. So, hi everyone. My name is Ritvik. I am from the IBC Toastmaster Club, and I am the timer for today. As a timer, my role is to help keep the meeting running smoothly and on. I'll be monitoring the time of each table topics and prepared speeches, and I'll be using the timer signals to indicate how much time each speaker has used. So, since we are here in an online meeting, I'll be changing my background color accordingly. For the table topics, I'll be using green background. at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, red at 2 minutes, and with a grace period of 30 seconds.
Could you please
For the prep-
demonstrate also by
Yes.
change the screen? Thank you.
I hope my background is visible to you.
Yes.
Thanks, Natasha. Over to you.
Would you also explain the timings for the prepared speeches and the
Yes.
evaluations? Thank you.
Right. For the prepared speeches, I'll show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, and red at 7 minutes. The speaker will have 30 seconds after the red to wrap up his or her speech. For evaluations, green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red at 3 minutes. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritvik. I would invite you at the end of the meeting to please present your report. We also have with us our accountant, Toastmaster Shama, representing vTalk Toastmasters. Over to you, Shama.
Thank you, Natasha. Greetings, fellow Toastmaster and guest. The purpose of a counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll be listening for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when the speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I'll report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shama. I would love to invite you at the end of the meeting to present your report. We have with us someone who's going to check our grammar here in Toastmasters called the grammarian, role being played by Toastmaster Smita from IBC Titles. Over to you, Smita.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Taking up this role actually improves my vocabulary, grammar, critical listening skills, and evaluation skills. And that's the reason I have taken up the role. How does this role is very important in Toastmasters because it helps all club members improve their grammar and vocabulary. As a grammarian today, I will introduce a new word to the meeting participants here. Monitor your language and the grammar usage. Let me share the word of the day. The word of the day today is rational, meaning a set of reasons or logical basis for a course of action or belief. Synonyms of the word rational is reasoning, thinking, logic, grounds. And we have antonyms for it as ignorance or absurdity. Usage in the sentence for the specific word, they must provide a rationale for going to war. To understand the rationale behind this gamble, you need to be here in New Zealand. He explained the rationale behind the change. I'm going to put this word in the chat so that you can use it throughout the meeting. And the idiom for the day today is by the skin of your teeth or by the skin of one's teeth, meaning by a very narrow margin, only just. Example, Karan passed the exam by the skin of his teeth. I would request each participant to use the word of the day and the idiom of the day, and all the best. Thank you. Over to you, Natasha.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. A very interesting word of the day and an equally interesting idiom of the day. I encourage everybody to use it, and I encourage the audience to show a thumbs up when you do find somebody has mindfully used the word of the day or the idiom of the day. Here, I like to say that the rationale behind having a linkers meet is really to build connections, to share and learn from each other, and of course, to grow together. With that, let's move on to our final role taker, who is our listener, being played by Toastmaster Ankur from vTalk Toastmasters Club.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for this kind words. So today I will be the listener of the day, and this does not mean that I'll only listen to all the speeches, but rather I'll make sure that everyone listens carefully. So, as a role taker, my responsibility would be to note interesting sections of people's speeches and facts covered during the meetings, and I'll prepare a short quiz based on that. So, what is the rationale behind all this? This is to encourage active listening among the speakers. Back to you, DTM Nitasha, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankur. So everybody, please put on your listening ears and be mindful of the time, your pronunciation, and your English language, because we have 4 role takers who are going to be very mindful of reviewing, recording, and reporting at the end of the meeting. With that, sit back and let's learn a little more about our theme, which is an overview of platform-based business models. With that, back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Arvind Raj.
Thank you so much, DTM Natasha. Okay. Before we are talking about the theme, there's a small change. We are going ahead with the first part of our Toastmaster meeting due to the small time constraint. And for the first prepared speech, I would like to invite the evaluator 1 for today's meeting. Our division director, Toastmaster Gajalakshmi, please introduce the speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster Gajalakshmi.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters of vTalk and IBC Titans. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Today, I'll be evaluating speaker Toastmaster Dayanand from Koramangala Toastmasters. He's delivering a L5 project elective, leading in your organization, dynamic leadership pathway. The speech title is Elevate Through Evaluation. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply the skills needed to successfully lead in a volunteer organization, present a well-organized speech about his experience serving as a volunteer leader. All the very best, Toastmaster Dayanand. Back to Toastmaster Arvind Raj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gajalakshmi. Yeah. Toastmaster Dayananda Shivamurthy, Elevate Through Evaluation. Elevate Through Evaluation, Toastmaster Dayananda Shivamurthy.
Hi, thank you. Let me do a one check. Are you able to hear me and see me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And also let me share the screen for a minute. Yeah, I hope you were able to see the screen as well.
Yes, now.
Yes? Okay. I will unshare it. Okay. Good afternoon. Most of you from IT industry, I hope you have heard the term called root cause analysis, right? I heard it for the first time, dear Toastmaster and guests, when I started my career. I just finished my engineering and started in an IT industry. I was very eager to impress the seniors. I was actively moved here and there. And we had just started on a project which was outsourced from US to India. However, it had a lot of issues. Number 1, network latency. Number 2, time zone difference. And number 3, the communication barriers. In no time, things got escalated. The client in US wanted to know what's the root cause. Great minds from India and US team, they worked, did all calculations, and then they said the root cause is Daya, me. We had just started on the project. I wondered how. Let's hold on to this. In a couple of months, things started becoming better and better. The network latency got resolved. Teams from India and US started working very well. In a couple of months, the performance was so well, the client wanted to know what miracle had happened. Please do the root cause analysis. Our team didn't wanted to do any extra calculation. They said root cause is Daya again. For no reason, I was blamed earlier, and for no reason, I was rewarded. And icing on the cake was one client sending an email saying that, Daya, I like your leadership skills. I wondered what. And she continued, being responsible and accountable for your work. That means being responsible for failure and accountable for success was one of the leadership skills, according to her. That boosted my confidence. Let me ask you a question. Are leaders born or leadership is acquired skill?
It's required.
It is an acquired skill, but a leader was born in me. And that boosted my confidence. Over the period of time, I took up several leadership roles. And in my experience, I came across 8 leadership styles. I'll not go in details of it, but all of them have one thing in common. That is, you lead yourself first and lead others later. And let me ask you one more thing. Is leadership is a voluntary, or in other words, is leadership is given to you or it is taken? Anybody?
Both.
According to me, it's leadership is taken always. It's a voluntary act. Let me go through my recent experience. Around 9 months back, my organization had a unique challenge. ISO security certification that we had become obsolete. It was 2013 version. We had to move to 2022 framework, and none in our organization knew about it. I had worked it, but in the older version, and the management wanted to implement it at the earliest. And they had not much of resources to help. I volunteered for leading that team. I built a team of compliance, quality assurance, and tech support. Remember, we need to lead myself first before leading others. I went through the case studies, manuals, able to guide the team, gave enough autonomy to them, and we worked together for 6 months and went for first stage of review from an external auditing company. We got several observations and improvements, and the team was already exhausted. They got demoralized. At that moment, I had to push them up. I just said that it's a collective failure or success. If we fail for any reason, I'll take the ownership. And if you are successful, let's all share the reward. To an extent, that boosted them, and we had 1 month more time. We worked, and the second stage audit passed with flying colors. We were certified for 2022 framework. Well, with this learning, I wanted to get how can I improve my leadership skills. For this, let me share one slide. Let me know when you are able to see it. There are 2 pictures here, number 1 and number 2. In the number 1, if you see that person is tired, is unable to cut the tree. And in the second, this person is ready to cut. Can you guess what is the reason?
He's young.
In the interest of time,
No motivation. No
no,
motivation.
the saw is sharpened in the second part. In the first person, the saw that he is using, it's not sharpened. So, how do you sharpen your leadership skills? It is through feedback, 360-degree feedback. That's as per Toastmasters and part of this project. I did a 360-degree evaluation feedback. Let me see if I can share it. and the audience included my reportees, my management, and also at my level. The important thing observation was that I was thinking that my reportees will give the feedback that I need to improve on the leadership skills, but it was not the case. They were very happy, but at my level and my higher ups, they wanted to improve my leadership skills. And another thing was I was always thought that my strength is in building the teams, but through the feedback, what I got was that I need to work on building the teams. So these are the two learnings that I need to work on. In summary, the leadership is being accountable and responsible. Leadership is always voluntary. You have to lead yourself first before leading others, and you will sharpen the skills of leadership through getting timely evaluation feedback. With this, I end my talk. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Anand. Sorry, Arvind Raj.
Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Dayananda Shivamurthy for giving his speech. Wow, what a great speech reflecting his whole pathway. Okay. Yeah, going back to the second speech for today's session. For the first time, I'm a bit fast tracking the whole speech, and here is a quick intro about the evaluator 2 for today's meeting. He is from Admiral Toastmaster Club, and after spending years in investment banking, now he is a videopreneur. And as part of that, she is creating content on YouTube and other social media channels with an aim to create financial literacy in India. So with a big round of applause, let's invite the evaluator 2 for today's meeting, Toastmaster Amrita Deshmukh, to share the evaluation guideline for the prepared speaker 2. Over to you, Toastmaster Amrita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind Raj, for the warm introduction. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I'm going to evaluate speech given by Toastmaster Bhavna. She is going to deliver level 4, project 1 from Pathway Presentation Mastery. The purpose of this project is to make a social media presence. And timer, please note, time is 10 to 12 minutes. And all the very best, Toastmaster Bhavna. Back to Toastmaster Arvind Raj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrita.
Sorry for the interruption, but it's actually 5 to 7 minutes. The duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Please make it. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Yes. Toastmaster Bhavana Chandrasekharan, CBH Magic. CBH Magic, Bhavana Chandrasekharan.
Enough! This is how my parents yell at me and catch me off guard when I log into Orkut. That's the social media on 2009. Those yellings faded away my interest. When everyone was engrossed into the book, the only book, Facebook, I didn't. When the COVID was at its peak, everyone was socially interacting through WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. But I didn't, because I have an aim that my baby, my toddler by then, should never be addicted to any electronic gadgets. Years rolled by. My toddler was growing up as a kid, but I was growing down in my communication and socialization skills. It would be better to say that I was the queen of the crotch words by then. I was in a desperate need. I have to improve. Boom! Broadcom acquired VMware. All employees back to full force at office, 5 days mandatory. That was a blessing in disguise. I channelized my energy, my time towards my growth, my upskill and my transformation through
Toastmasters.
Right, Toastmasters. My journey commenced well with vTalk Toastmasters. I was amazed, moved by the different speeches, the body languages, confidence, and the vocabulary that every speaker in our club was speaking. I was also happy to grow along with them. I did reach out to many people to understand the mantra behind articulating the thoughts, articulating my thoughts. Everything boiled down to one act. Just pen down your thoughts. Yes, penning down my thoughts, I was able to remember back that many people were fond of the retrospections that I shared with them towards the end of the year. Good. CVH, why don't you create a website, a blog for you? Ask myself. Website? Isn't that a big, huge milestone for an introvert? But I felt I need some warm up. I have to familiarize myself with the social media, the digital communications, and whatever. Instagram was the first shot, but somehow it got delayed to create an account. By then, vTalk celebrated me for achieving my first milestone, level 1 completion in LinkedIn. Only then I understood, oh, I have a LinkedIn account. Okay, I have something up and running. Why don't I use that? December 6, 2024, I took my first leave. What's so special about December 6? It was my birthday, and I was the Toastmaster of the day as well. I wanted to share the droplets of wisdom to the entire world that I conveyed during the meeting. I penned on my thoughts, and I was ready to click that post in LinkedIn. And I remember, how did I react? I was very nervous. I felt like there was an iceberg above me, because that one click is going to open the world, is going to open the communication of me. The door between me and the world. There was a lot of butterflies in my stomach. Okay, I was about to click. I clicked and immediately I closed the laptop and just hid it behind the table. And slowly I peeped out and closed my ears tightly. I felt like I just triggered an atom bomb, because it's about to create a noise from my friends, from my colleagues, because that was my first post in LinkedIn in my life. But nothing happened. No reaction.
Okay, no problem.
I was no reaction. I thought, did I really click that post? Did it reach the world? I don't know. Alas, I was not able to spot that post again in LinkedIn. No matter, the CBH in me is resilient. The resilient CBH bounced back again at Feb 2, 2025. Do anyone remember? I highlighted and honored our COTP program that happened on Feb 2. This time, in short, I clicked the post button, and yes, eventually I got some likes, impressions, and followers as well. I thought, okay, I have got into the world of fresh air, better communication, but I have to make it often. So why don't I take a plunge to improve the frequency of my post? But this project, building the social media presence, made me aware that respecting and responding to your comments, to the comments on your post, is equally important to build that presence. This enabled me to view others' posts, share my ideas, understand others' perspectives, and it also made me, it introduced me to a lot of people, like-minded people, and the conversations with them enriched me, and it keeps me in high spirit more than the likes and the impressions. Yes, my dear fellow Toastmasters, like you, I also had that notion that social media is full of likes, followers. But beyond that, there is something which helps us to understand ourselves. This building the social media presence It builds you, it discovers you, it engages you with a lot of like-minded people. And it did not stop there. Two major highlights, two major stunning events that happened recently is, number one, the prime one is, I volunteered with the long-standing Toastmaster of Chennai, DTM Saru Velrajan. And I'm very happy to introduce myself as the co-founder of Speakers Hive, a non-profit organization, a speaking fraternity that helps students to bring down the fear and boost up their confidence. And number two is my institution, my college, felicitated me as a chief guest to inaugurate a debates club. Yes, with that warm up, I'm gearing up to create my blog, CBH Magic. Soon I'll be making it, rolling it out during our quincentennial meeting of vTalk. Now, do you get the rationale behind my topic, CBH Magic? Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Wow, another wonderful speech by Toastmaster Bhavna. Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Bhavna, and all of us are looking forward for once your CBH Magic blog is ready and available. Okay, moving on. Hopefully, the next speech also over the time the speech we are getting a very great speeches. Moving on to the third prepared speech. And for evaluating the third speech, here is a quick intro about Evaluator 3 for today's meeting. He's a learner by profession and nature. That's both. And currently he is learning the virtue of patience in personal life from his two kids. He loves to spend time with family, reading, travel, and listening to other life's experience. So with a big round of applause, let's invite Evaluator 3 for today's meeting, Toastmaster Siddharth Jaishwal, to the dais. Over to you, Toastmaster Siddharth.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. My target speaker will be attempting her level 1 speech of Pathway Presentation Mastery, and the project is Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of this project is to enhance the speech using vocal variety and the body language, and I will be observing some of the important aspects of the vocal variety and body language. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, to introduce target speaker for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siddharth. Yeah, here's a preferred speaker 3. Just a minute. Yeah. Toastmaster Ramya Ramesh. You will understand when you grow or become a parent. You will understand when you grow or become a parent. Toastmaster Ramya Ramesh.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So how many of you have heard this showstopper sentence from your parents? You will understand when you grow up, or you will understand when you become a parent.
Yeah.
Yes, coming up in a middle class family from Mysore in 1990s, this was a sentence which I used to hear from my parents when they ran out of explanations. So, and the sentence is, you will understand when you become a parent or when you grow up. All the time I thought, why are they saying this sentence? I'm asking such simple things from them. And why do they always say, I will understand when I grow up? Fellow Toastmasters, now I understand why they say, because I am a mother of two beautiful daughters aged 8 and 3. And I realized it was not just a sentence, it was a rationale. So when I was in class 3 or 4, I always used to ignore my homework, sit on the sofa, wait for Shaktiman to start. I hope we all have done this too. So my homework is untouched, and the moment the Shaktiman had to start, I used to see my mother standing behind me magically and saying, "Go finish your homework first." Amma, please, Amma, just one episode, Amma, please. I'll finish this and I'll definitely complete the homework. Don't worry, I will do it. And my mother used to say, "No, just go and now do it. If I don't put this discipline in you now, you will take everything for granted. So please switch off the TV and go and finish your homework first." And she used to conclude this whole conversation by saying, "Iವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ," which means now you won't understand. You will understand when you grow up, or when you understand, you become a parent. Now, my daughters say, "Amma, the homework is so boring. I will not do it. Let me watch first Masha and the Bear and then start the homework." And I'll be like, "No, sweetheart. Homework makes your brain stronger. Your knowledge is important. Please, please do that. Go start doing the homework. YouTube will not help you in your brains to get strong. YouTube can only make you help in skipping the ads." And that moment, I resonated that I had become my mother, like a full circle. Also, one more instance. In Mysore, this chaat is very famous. It's called churumuri. Here also you might get, but then it's very famous there, and it is commonly called as, bhelpuri. So I used to get down from the city bus, and my mom used to wait for me to pick and go to the house. So the smell of that churumuri it was irresistant, right? So I could not wait, and I was always asking her, "Amma, please, one packet of churumuri today, please. I'm so bored of eating idli, sambar, rice, dosa. Please, I want churumuri today." And my mom used to say, "Street food, it is not healthy. Don't eat it. You will fall sick. And then we'll have to go to a doctor. So let's not do that. Don't eat it. Let's go home, eat healthier food." You will not understand now. You will understand when you become parent why I'm saying all these to you. Now, my 3-year-old daughter, she comes to me and she says, "Today order pizza and fashfasha." What? "Today order pizza and French fries." The girl who cannot pronounce French fries order me to order pizza and French fries for dinner. Okay. So again, I can resonate my parents saying what? Anyone?
You will understand.
ಇವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ
When you
ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
grow up or be a
You will
parent.
understand when you grow up. Right? So, and there is one more instance which I want to also tell you all. Mysore had a very small market, and one of the famous market is called as Devaraja Market. Any new toy would come to that shop. So here, I saw this video game. I'm not sure if you all have noticed that video game, which will be the black one with yellow buttons, like back then when we all had, and it was a very happening thing at that point of time. So I wanted that video game. I went to my father this time. "Appa, please, let me buy that. All my friends have. Everyone will play that. Nobody plays badminton. Nobody plays hide and seek now. Everyone is on their video game. Even I want that." So my father said, "Money does not grow on trees, Ramya. Everything has money. You first concentrate on what you need and not what you want." Now my daughters say, "Amma, let's buy iPad. We can play so many games in it." It will be so fun. We want this iPad now, ma. It is high time. Every one of my friends have it. So then again, once again, my parents' words lingering in my mind saying that, okay, somewhere they're laughing at me and they're thinking that, okay, now she understands why I used to tell that. You will understand when you grow up. Friends, as a child, my rationale was fun first. And today, as a mother, my rationale is responsibility first. So with this, I would say that handling tantrums from teenagers, handling tantrums from our kids, becoming a parent is not very easy. And our kids will definitely understand when they become parents or when they grow up. Thank you.
So much, Toastmaster Ramya. Another great speech. Let's give a big round of applause to Super Speaker 3, Toastmaster Ramya Ramesh. Of course, all of us understand and become parent. Okay, with this note, just a minute, I just remove my spotlight. I would like to see everyone. Okay. Okay. Coming back to the theme, I will just take 2 minutes, then we move to the second part of our Toastmaster meeting. Where are we? I was just telling about the rationale behind why Apple and Android became such a popular. Anyone remain? Anyone still remember after hearing the 3 great speeches, what is the rationale behind Apple and Google dominated the mobile ecosystem? What is a single word or single business model?
Usability.
Community support.
Innovation.
Yes, all of it. But behind all of this, the single thing is platform.
Okay.
Platform business is such a powerful that it made all the 5 manufacturers almost went out of business. That is mobile manufacturing. So what is this about the platform? Platform, all of you might, this is not nothing a new term. We might have going to the mall. We are subscribing to the newspapers. All these are platform. What is a platform? Like one common anecdote is we in railway station, we call that as a platform. What comes? Train comes. And then we are boarding. So there are 2 players. One is a producer and another is a consumer. So we can call train as a producer, like a driver as a producer who drives the train, and consumer who are we, the train traveler. Similar way in mall, who are the producer? The shops who selling the goods and services. And we as a mall, we are going as a guest to the mall, we are the consumer. Same way, coming to the newspaper, who are the producers? The newspaper agency or advertisement firm, they are the producer and we are the consumer. Okay, now I have a question to all of you. The one of the peculiar aspect of this Apple and Android, what they did, Apple or Google, or who we call, what they did is their main one important thing is iOS Store and Play Store. That made all the different. The earlier all 5 manufacturers, Nokia, Samsung, Motorola, Sony Ericsson, or LG, none of them had kind of the platform which is called the store. Either it can be iOS Store or the Play Store. So, anyone please tell me who is the producer and consumer in the App Store or Play Store?
App developers are the
Service
producer.
providers.
Yes.
Service providers.
Correct. App developers, or service provider, they are the producer. All of the app
Phone
developers.
users are the users.
Yeah, we as all of us are consumer. Okay, we just talked about this Apple and iPhone and Android till now. We will touch upon this. I will share some more examples how we have so many platform apps in our mobile. What are those other things? Post our second part of our Toastmaster meeting. Okay, let's getting back to our agenda, which is the second part, which is most fun-filled part of our Toastmaster meeting, which is table topic session. And here's a quick intro about the table topic master for today's meeting. Yeah, he enjoys connecting with the new people and building meaningful relationships. And when he is naturally an introvert, while he is naturally an introvert, his interest in public speaking has led him to step outside his comfort zone and pursue opportunity for personal growth in this area. So in his free time, he's passionate about trekking, playing table tennis, and watching thriller movies. Okay, with a big round of applause, let's invite the table topic master for today's meeting, Toastmaster Ram Prasad. Toastmaster Ram Prasad, over to you.
You're on mute.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Arvind Raj. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. In today's ever-changing AI-enabled world, so having technical know-how is enough. So the soft skills like communication, critical think are a must in our day-to-day workplace. So research has shown that 85% of job success comes from these interpersonal skills. So for some of us, it may be innate, but few others, how do we develop these crucial skills? So it is through core like these where you can hone your skills to gain that competitive edge at your workplace. So I welcome you all to the table topic session. It is one of the best ways to practice thinking and speaking on your feet. Otherwise, what is called as impromptu speaking. So I encourage each one of you to try your hands at impromptu speaking. Let me share the screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So who is going to try first?
I can go if nobody else can go.
Was that Jerry?
Siddharth. Siddharth.
Hey, yeah, Siddharth. Okay, yeah, let me spin.
Standing in between.
Okay, so what was your least favorite food as a child? Do you still hate it or do you love it now? What's the rationale behind it?
Ram Prasad, sorry to interrupt. Everyone, I'll be the timer and I'll be making sure of the timings. So I'll be timing the table topics. Green will be at 1 minute, yellow at 1:30, and red at 2 minutes. Just wanted to remind you all.
Yeah,
over to you.
Mummy, no. No, mummy, no. I will not eat this bitter gourd. No. Give me something else. It is too bitter. Beta, it is beneficial for your health. You will understand only when you become parent why I am giving this to you. Mummy, no. My friends, they bring sandwiches. So tasty. Halwa. Sweet. And I bring this bitter gourd. And that too with roti. How will I chew it? Am I cow? No, beta. It will help your immunity. You will not fall sick. Mummy, you will only understand once you become a child. That was something I hated when I was a kid. And now, guess what? Every third day, I buy bitter gourd for my kids. They are enthralled. Papa brought bitter gourd again. Hey, party! No, they don't see it. They tell Papa, bitter gourd again. Beta, you will understand when you will become a parent. Oh, but frankly, I do love it now because somehow I become a little bit health conscious. My kids, they are in process of becoming parent when they will start understanding it. But currently, they still hate it. I do love it. Oh, the crispy one. You just eat it and it just crisp, just oh, in your mouth, and you just love it. The bitter gourd, oh, I just love it. And I'll tell you, everyone start loving it once they become parent. You ask any parent, any kid, bitter gourd is the vegetable every parent wants its child to eat, and no child want to eat it. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Siddharth. So I hope we all could resonate your feeling for bitter gourd and how you mentioned about passing on the baton from your parents to yourself, and you said the same to your kid. Let me share the screen again. Yeah, so who is next? Let me see if I can pick someone. So we have over 19 participants. So who can be
Ram,
the next person?
you pick name, Ram. Those who have not
Okay.
taken any roles.
Yeah, sure. Let me pick Geeta.
Sorry, Ram Prasad. Maybe next time. This time I couldn't able to take.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Let me pick Shama.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Shama. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, since we are all connecting over Zoom, so I cannot hand you the fortune cookies, but what I can share you of virtual foreign fortune cookie that you can relate to your life and talk about it. So let me just okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So this will be your fortune cookie. Stay to your inner self. You will benefit in many ways. Over to you, Shama.
Good afternoon, everyone here. My topic is Stay to Inner Self. It will help me in my near future. How many of us are actually giving us time to understand ourselves? Very few, because we are busy in our and engrossed in our work so much that we rarely get to ourselves. We always say before we go out and help others, we should always help ourselves first. But how do we help ourselves first? We have to understand ourselves first. If we start developing ourselves in a way where we are healing our inner self, understanding it, and developing as well, we can align it according to our near future. And so you can advise anyone how you have developed your inner self that will benefit them in their near future. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Shama, for sharing your insights about the fortune cookies. So I think even with okay, sorry, I couldn't call the person. Okay, so I think the second speech was about the leadership, right? So he also mentioned it's first you that you have to tune in for getting the leadership skills. Okay, so let me pick the next person. So how about Rajesh? Rajesh, could you take up?
Toastmaster Smitha has also raised.
Smita has raised hand.
Okay, yeah, sure, sure. Smita, let me just spin the wheel. Okay, Yeah, I mean, it need not be the last. It could be even last. I mean, it could be your choice. So show us the last picture that you have taken in your mobile, and you can just share your thoughts with us.
Probably you could have taken my picture now. I raised a hand when Ramya was giving her speech. I forgot to lower my hand. And here I'm caught. Okay, there are many beautiful memories that I store in my heart. So it's not one, it's with the family, it's with the friends. Now that Navratri is coming, there are series of occasions lined up for us to take the pics. But what I always cherish is human beings is one side. There are few other species that attract me most. One of them is my own pet. So few of the snaps that were taken when I was having those cuddly time with my pet were taken by my spouse, by my son, and many others. So probably those are the ones that I cherish and keep seeing that as a remembrance and have a laugh inside. That's it. Over to you, Toastmaster Ram Prasad.
Yeah, thanks, Smita. So we all understand the importance of the regular clicks with our families, friends, so that in future we could just revisit the whole day. So we could understand that. So who would like to go next?
Ram,
Rajesh?
we can
Just one more?
conclude with. I think we can conclude. We're already a little late.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Ram.
Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster. Very happy.
Thank you so much, table topic master. Let's give a big round of applause to our table topic master, Ram Prasad, for conducting a great session with the different topics. Okay, here I am, and with time check 3:43. I will conclude the theme of the post-evaluation session because we are into the most important part of our Toastmaster meeting, which is evaluation session. Let's not because it improves the quality of it shows the quality how well today we all of us performed. So let's move into the third part of the meeting. So over to you, DTM Toastmaster Natasha, to take over the evaluation session. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arvind Raj. I would now like to, since we did mention that feedback is most important, let's start with our speech evaluations. I'd like to welcome on stage our the evaluator for our first speech, which was delivered by Toastmaster Dayanand and evaluated by Toastmaster Gajalakshmi. Over to you, Toastmaster Gajalakshmi, for your evaluation. You're on mute. We can't hear you. No, not
Can you
able
hear me
to.
now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Toastmaster Daya, you reminded me Satish Dhawan.
Yeah.
SLV3 launch, Abdul Kalam, my favorite personality. He took the responsibility of the SLV3 launch failure, and your speech echoed the true essence of being a leader. Well done, Toastmaster Dayanand. The few things which I loved about your speech is the opening. You began with a tinge of humor. Daya, the root cause, be it issue or success. Okay, one moment. And your leadership style, responsible for failure and accountable for success. You had a couple of audience interaction by asking a set of questions. Leadership is born or developed? Is it an innate skill? Leadership is volunteer, given or taken? And according to you, it was taken. Saw the sharpness. So these are the audience interactions which you had in your speech that was very well engaged. And what mostly stood out to me in your speech was the message which I could identify from your speech is lead yourself first and others later. Lead by example. This was resonating throughout your speech. Be responsible when things go wrong and accountable when things go right. So these are the good things, best things which I loved in your speech, Toastmaster Dayanand. There is always room for improvement. So from my perspective, there are few recommendations which I would want you to consider while writing your next speech. Firstly, the structure of your speech. You had a great opening with a tinge of humor, but you could have put more efforts in the body of your message and conclusion. So, in your body of your message, you talked about the 3-degree evaluation with your reportees and your management. You could have added some more insights about this evaluation, what all things was discussed among your team, and what are the feedback which you received. And based on that, what is the transformation that happened in yourself? You could have shed some more light on these aspects. And the sub part is conclusion. A speech without a strong conclusion is like a story without ending. I was thinking Daya is going to tell something more about his speech, and suddenly I thought it's ended. The speech end. I couldn't understand, observe what you were trying to say for me as an audience. So I could have wished to seen some polished conclusion that left a strong impression. For instance, you could have summarized your core message, which was not evident in your speech. As an audience, I had to identify it, or I've given a call to action. For instance, if I was delivering the speech, I would have mentioned that take the first step, volunteer, lead, and let your actions inspire, be it in a volunteer organization or a non-volunteer organization. Some call to action to the audience would have been a great, strong conclusion that would have left your speech lingering on our minds even after the end of the meeting. The second recommendation would be you did have a couple of audience interaction, but you yourself during your speech mentioned due to time constraint, I'm going to limit this. So instead of having a couple of questions in your speech, you can limit it to one or two, or include some raise your hand questions that could have saved your time, even engaged with the audience. So in a nutshell, you had a great opening, you had a great message, but the audience had to identify that. The recommendation is structuring of your speech with respect to the body of your speech and conclusion and audience interaction. All the very best, Toastmaster Dayanand. I look forward to hearing more speeches where you explore your leadership style. Well done. Thank you. Back to Madam General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Nitasha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gajalakshmi, for a very succinct evaluation of a very well-delivered speech. I love the recommendation that you had of the audience interaction, because that was something that I also noted, particularly at a time when you did ask a question, and I think I differed from the obvious answer that you were looking at, but you went ahead with your speech. So if you are asking, and this is not just for Toastmaster Dayanand, anyone who is engaging in a audience interaction, either wait for a response and incorporate that response in your speech, or else just go ahead with whatever you have prepared. Overall, I've really enjoyed the confidence and the clarity with which you spoke, Toastmaster Dayanand. You were well in control of your topic, which is very important for a higher level speech. So kudos to you on that. Of course, like Gaja said, the topic was a little difficult for me to understand. So breaking it down for a generic audience, because you don't know who you're, always be mindful of who is going to be your audience. Here we're all Toastmasters from different professional backgrounds. That would have made it a little easier for me to understand, because your message was very, very important and very generic. So just a little more breaking down the subject would have helped make the message more wholesome. Well done on your evaluation and speech. Could we have a round of applause for our speaker and our evaluator? Thank you. One point for our evaluator is, Toastmaster Gajalakshmi, you're someone with a lot of experience. And when we do make an evaluation, we always have to be mindful of the time that we are presenting in our evaluation. Also, just to make sure that you present all the points, it would be good if you do not repeat what he has already said. that you did this, because that takes away valuable time from your key message, which is to give feedback. We have all been part of the same audience. We have already heard the message. We've already heard the speech. So the fact that, you asked, you did this, you told us about this project, it was not really needed to repeat the message that has already been heard. But good points, great takeaway. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite our second evaluator, Toastmaster Amrita, to give her feedback on the second speech delivered by Toastmaster Bhavna. Over to you, Amrita.
In the year 2008, I went to cafes to use Orkut and Facebook. And after hearing speech given by Toastmaster Bhavna, I realized I'm addicted to social media since 2008. Thank you for the wonderful speech, Toastmaster Bhavna, and giving me that realization. There are a number of things I really liked in your speech, Toastmaster Bhavna. The first one is your speech was well structured, very well articulated, opening with the short story related to Orkut and Facebook, and then the speech progression towards your toddler, and then how you started your vlogs. So your speech was very well articulated. Second, through your personal stories and your the journey of social media, you connect the audience. So audience connection was there. How you made it and how the opportunity created through social media, you also told that. So I really liked it. Third one was delivery was so smooth. Your hand gestures, your facial expression, and you were quite confident and comfortable throughout your speech from the starting to the end itself. So your delivery was so smooth. I believe if you are going to implement my two recommendations, the speech will be really great. First one was audience engagement. You have to ask in between 2 to 3 questions, close-ended questions, so people can only raise their hands and they also feel involved in your speech. So you started itself, and to end, I don't think there is any question. There is a one-way journey. I feel that. So you have to involve audience also. Second is social media is kind of a opportunity created tool right now. So you have to give some roadmap to the audience, some call to action, some message. Maybe there is there is some person in the audience who still feel hesitated to post on social media. So you can motivate that person through your story, through your roadmap, how you made it. We all knew how you made it through your journey, but the clear roadmap was not there. Or some call to action should be there in this topic, because social media is kind of a informative or educational topic as well, because you can create opportunity to through that. Overall, your speech was very well structured. Second, audience connect was there through personal stories and your journey of social media. Third, your delivery was smooth. Just work on your audience engagement by asking questions and some call to action and message for the audience also. And you are ready to spread CBH magic through your speeches, Toastmaster Bhavna. All the very best. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrita. That was a very well-rounded, good evaluation for an extremely well-delivered speech. Very confident evaluation, great pointers that you highlighted here. So thank you for that good evaluation. And to Toastmaster Bhavna, I've really enjoyed the confidence, clarity, and the conviction that came with your speech. So kudos to you. This is probably my first time hearing you perform on a live stage. So really well done. Extremely relatable topic. The only takeaway, only suggestion I do have is you worked so much on your social media, and this was an opportunity for you to brag. So have a QR code on the screen and say, all right, everybody, follow me on LinkedIn or follow me on Facebook, whatever. That QR code would have just added to that message of yours. Very well done speech and a great evaluation. Let's have a round of applause for both our speaker and our evaluator. And with that, I will now like to invite our third evaluator, Toastmaster Siddharth, to evaluate our third speaker, Toastmaster Ramya. this is a good synergy of the evaluator and a speaker that I found, because the evaluator actually took her speech to his table topic. Let's hear what he has to say in the evaluation. Over to you.
Toastmaster Ramya, what have you done? Your project was about vocal variety and body language, and you just took us to a journey in the past. It was just feeling like we are just swinging from 90s to 2020s. We all enjoyed those moments. Let me come back to the vocal variety now. Let me talk about 4 important aspects of the vocal variety: volume, pitch, tone, and the clarity of the voice. So the clarity of voice was very clear. I believe everyone could understand each and every word you just told to the audience. The pitch was good. What exactly the pitch is? Let me just give a brief about that. Pitch is actually a auditory component of our voice, which gives an understanding how high or how low our speech is. So if you are talking about, no, sweetie, it should be low, and you made it low. We are talking, Papa, I want a churmuri, it should be high, and you made that high. So full marks there. Coming to the tone. Tone is something which shows the expressiveness of our voice, how expressive we are. It's just your role playing with your voice. Papa, I want that churmuri. Sweetie, no, don't watch YouTube. So the tone shown your helplessness in case when you're talking to your daughter, and your excitement when you're talking to your father. And that was again perfect. Volume, we could hear very loud and clear everything. So I believe on the vocal variety, you did very good. Now I'll come to the body language. Since it was a virtual, I could observe your eyes and your hands, and you made an open hand gesture throughout, and that was a good thing, which I think. And the other thing which I observed, your eyes. So your eyes are expressive. When you're talking to your daughter, is a different. When you're talking to your father, is a different. And you're very expressive with that. So I think body language was also good. Couple of recommendation here. When you are concluding your speech, you put your hands like that. And that made a little bit of a low point in the whole speech, because what I think that your speech was going so good, and suddenly it looks like you just little bit let yourself down there, but it was okay. I think you can improve there. In terms of vocal variety, body language, the speech was very good. A recommendation regarding the body language I just gave. Since you are such a good speaker and it is your first speech as a part of Pathway Presentation Mastery, I would like to give one additional recommendation in terms of the speech structure. The topic was very good. You could have concluded with a message towards the parenting, right set of parenting. And that would have added to an additional impact to the last of the speech. But overall, I found it very good. I enjoyed it, and I use it in my table topic as well. So thanks for that. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Siddharth.
Very good, very well put together evaluation. Thank you so much, Siddharth. I just have a question for both the presidents. We are at 3:59. Do we have the permission to extend the meeting by another 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think we should be.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So for the rest of the role players that come on board, please be a little mindful about the time. And with that, I like to congratulate Ramya for an extremely well delivered, very, very relatable, very, very confident and clear speech that you made here today. I personally enjoyed the storytelling that you had. And kudos to you, Siddharth, for picking up the nuances of public speaking, whether it is voice variety, pitch, volume, etc., and showcasing it over here. Not only did you, which is actually the hallmark of a good evaluation, that not only did he tell what could be better, he actually showed us. When he talked about vocal variety, he demonstrated, so which is a great way of giving an evaluation. Huge round of applause for both our speaker and our evaluator for today, Toastmaster Ramya and Toastmaster Siddharth. Great learnings from this linkers meet. Wonderful. Can I now invite our timer and to please share the timings of the roles that we had today? Over to you, Toastmaster Ritwik.
Yeah, thanks, Natasha. I'll share the screen. Let me know once it is visible. Is it visible to you?
Yes.
Yes. So here's the time card for today. So everyone for the prepared speeches and table topics were well within the time limit. You can see the allotted time and the flags, green, yellow, and the red, and the actual time they have taken. And as Natasha mentioned about the evaluation by Gajalakshmi was a slight over the time limit, and I think that is already taken up. So apart from that, every other evaluator were within the time. I will share this within the chat so everyone can have a.
Thank
Over
you.
to you,
Thank you so
Natasha.
much. Thank you, Ritwik. Thank you for being actually living up to your role of being a timer and being mindful of the timings. You did a great job today of showcasing your time cards at the appropriate times. Well done and keeping a good record. A huge round of applause for our timer for today, Toastmaster Ritwik. With that, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Shama, our counter.
Thank you, Natasha. I'll just share the screen. So we see a lot of the speakers and the role players were all green. There were no crutch words. Jaren, Natasha, Bhavna, and Gajalakshmi had Gajalakshmi had only one crutch word, while others had no crutch words. Mostly a was used frequently. Megha had one. Arvind Raj had four. Ritwik had one. Ankur had two. Ramya had one. Gajalakshmi had one. Amruta two. Siddharth two. Ramprasad one. The next crutch word which was frequently used was so. Ramya had four. Amruta had three. Ramprasad had four. But was used twice by Dayanand. Another word, was used by Amruta once in her speech of evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shama. Being an art counter is not easy, and keeping such a meticulous record, extremely well done. A round of applause. I do think that the word so was used much more than what you've been able to keep a count of, because it is my pet peeve when people start their sentences with so. But really good, being mindful of everybody's usage is very well done. Now, just to elaborate, the purpose of the R counter is not just to tell you where you used the unnecessary words. I would also encourage you to say how we can improve on our usage or cut down. So one way of doing that, the reason we count the R's is to highlight that when these crutch words are used, our fluency is affected. So if you are tending to use a lot of crutch words, you can actually take a small pause and then go on with the rest of your sentence, which will help cut down on your crutch words. But a round of applause for Shama for being very, very accurate and very mindful. Thank you. Over to our grammar master, Toastmaster Smita, playing the role of the grammarian for today.
Sir, you're on mute.
Smita, you're on mute.
Thank you so much for all the Toastmasters here for using the word of the day. I'm really delighted. It was the whole rationale or rational behind giving the rational word was to use it, and you've made a justice to the word given today. So majority of the Toastmasters have used it. In case if I have missed any of the names here, kindly excuse me. So these are the Toastmasters and the distinguished Toastmaster who have used the words in their speech, evaluation, and during the table topic section. Usage of idiom by member Toastmaster Ramya have meticulously used the idiom today. Thank you, Toastmaster Ramya, for that. The good usages in the meeting, there were enormous, but I've tried and note down whatever was possible from my end so you can see it in the screen. Good usage of words, idioms were used, metaphors were used. Metaphor was used by T.M. Bhavana where she mentioned queen of crutch words. So we are all queen of crutch words before we joined Toastmasters. Now we are away from that. Thank you to Toastmasters. Idioms used, icing on cake, Toastmaster Daya. If you can see, there are meaning of each idiom there. Blessing in disguised is used by Toastmaster Bhavana, an apparent misfortune that eventually has good results. So there are meanings to each idiom and the good usages. I'll just give a moment. What can be improved or recommendations? There were certain sentences that were used, probably could have been improved more according to me. That was my perspective. For instance, we had to move to a new framework. Instead of that, probably we could have used, we had to uptake a new framework, or we had to shift to a framework. Instead of iceberg above me, the better usage I felt as though in the tip of iceberg. It actually tells me a situation is more deep and complex than it appears on the surface level. In one speech, I noticed that there were many usages of used to. Instead of used to, while preparing for your speech, you can just Google and try to find out what word can be replaced instead of used to. Used to can definitely be used, but once in a sentence it can be done, but not always. So instead of that, you can use would or formally or in the past. Then familiar with, in the habit of. So each actions has its own word. So probably instead of using used to continuously in your speech, you can use other words. Google for it when you're writing your speech before you're practicing and delivering it. Was not easy. Somebody used it during their speech. Instead of that, use idioms wherever possible in your speech. You can always say it's not a cakewalk. I loved actually the word novices, but when I was referring to it, I got to know that it's not a standard English word. Instead of that, the correct term is likely nuance, which refers to a subtle difference in meaning, sound, feeling, or color. So these are certain recommendations I had in the meeting today. Otherwise, I really enjoyed all the speeches. Thank you so much. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Oh my God. Has ever seen a report which is more detailed than that? She actually took the pain to go up and Google the meaning of the word nuances and find the right word and share with us the pronunciation. Extremely well done role by you, Toastmaster Smita. Not only did you highlight what was the good thing, you actually listed it out on a report and presented it in such an efficient way. Another good point that I'd like to highlight about Smita is that she said she volunteered to take this role because not only is she here to help others improve, but also being a grammarian helps her improve her vocabulary and pronunciation. Kudos to you on an extremely well done role, Toastmaster Smita. I would request you to please share the report in whatever WhatsApp group all of us are here because it's going to be a great takeaway for us. Over to our listener to see not only how well he was listening, but how well we were listening. In the interest of time, Toastmaster Ankur, I really apologize, but I'll request you to stick to 2 or 3 questions only.
Yeah. Okay. So prepare yourself. It's only 2 or 3 questions, right? Question number 1. So this is Linkers Meet, we all know. But can you tell me how many clubs are present among the role takers?
4.
3.
3.
3.
Answer is 5.
5.
I can.
Oh, I skipped.
So basically, 2 clubs you already know, the Linkers. Speaker 1, Dayananda, is from Koramangala Toastmasters Club. And evaluator 2, Amruta, is from Agnel Toastmasters Club. And our G, DTM Natasha, is from Smedley.
All women and entrepreneurs.
Uh,
This is District 121, Jarin.
Yeah. Next question, what should I ask? So what was special about, what was common among our 3 table topic speakers today?
Okay.
All of them were guests. Same club?
No. I'll give hint. So basically the speakers were Siddharth, Shama and Smitha.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. So their name starts with the letter S. Now, what else should I ask? I had a lot of questions. So what does number 1127 represents?
It's a combined number of Toastmaster meeting number, that is of IBCT and vTalks. Toastmaster combined
475 plus 652.
Yes.
Yes. One last question I'll ask. In Dayananda's speech, he talked about first leading yourself before leading others, right? There is one famous airline quote in announcement they always say, which is directly gives this idea. Can anyone tell?
Yeah.
Mask. Put mask.
Anyone directly tell.
First put on your seatbelt before helping others.
Mask.
First put on your own mask before
Oxygen mask first, yeah.
Oxygen.
Yes. So they say put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. So that's it. That was all for listeners' questions.
The rest of the questions maybe you can post in the chat.
Yeah, I'll post. Yeah.
Fantastic. Very good listening, Ankur. Now, I was hoping that you would ask questions from the topics or from the speeches, but you went on to see how good we were listening to the names of the table topic speakers. That's fantastic. Very well done, Toastmaster Ankur. A round of applause to the very efficient and very intensely involved team of the timer, our counter, grammarian, and the listener. Round of applause, please. Okay, so I have just 1 minute to quickly wrap up. I've really enjoyed being here at meeting number 1127. I'm a proud member of a club which is soon to celebrate 1,000 meeting. So 1100 meeting is truly a milestone. So thank you for having me. Toastmaster Megha as the SAA, I think you did a fabulous job. Is she still in the meeting?
Yep.
No, she's...
Yes.
Yeah, oh, there you are, Megha. Sorry. Okay, you were clear, crisp, and confident. Extremely well done on setting the ground rules and explaining your role as the Sergeant at Arms. Really well done. Congratulations to you. Just one point of recommendation over here. It is Jaren here is not the presiding officer. He is the president of vTalk Toastmasters. Presiding officer is someone who takes on the role in the absence of the president. So he is the president of the club. And another note, for everyone who is asked to be an introducer, just be a little mindful of the pronunciation of the person's name. Here, his name is Jaren and not...
Yes.
I know you said it differently. So it's a good idea if you don't know how to pronounce it, you can ask them to send you a voice note, because that is something people are very touchy about. My name too, there were people who addressed me as Natasha. My name is Nitasha. So if you're not aware, then it'd be a good idea to ask for a pronunciation. Well, that's all for you, Megha. You were really good as an essay. Round of applause to her, please.
Thank you.
Okay, from here we moved on to our president for today, the opening president for today, Toastmaster Jaren. Good humor, good interaction, good connection with the theme and the concept of a linkers meeting. Extremely well done, very confident presentation here today. So proud of you, Jaren, for doing a wonderful job. I love the concept of the 475 plus 652, the 2012 and 2014, all the decades together. You set the ball rolling in an extremely great way. You were mindful of the guests and the district officers in the room, again, showcasing your confidence and your comfort with hosting a meeting like this. Also, a great introduction to the Toastmaster of the day. I think the only thing you probably missed, which I will not blame you for it, that you missed talking about the theme of the meeting. So that could be something which you could have brought into your presidential address. But I've really enjoyed watching you here today. And on that note, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our current area director, Toastmaster Rajesh, area director of Area E3. Thank you for being here at this Linkers Meet today, Rajesh. So kudos to you. Let's have a round of applause for Toastmaster Jaren. And our TMOD, Toastmaster Arvind Raj. Oh my God, what a complex theme it was. A little scary for a person like me, but the way you handled the theme today was really very efficiently and confidently done. You seem to have got the whole knack of this whole concept of platform. I'm going away a little more enlightened on this topic. And of course, I will reach out to you because I'm still not fully there, but I will reach out to you for questions that I may have. Very good preparation. Your introductions of the speakers, your transitions was really well woven in and very confidently and beautifully handled. You were mindful of the time. You cut down on your own talk towards the end. And I think that was that's a highlight of being a good TMOD, where you're not a sage on the stage, but you're just there to help the meeting curate beautifully. Well done. A round of applause to our TMOD for today, Toastmaster Arvind Raj. All right, from here we had our final major role taker here, Toastmaster, table topic master, Toastmaster Ram Prasad. Really, really sorry. We really wanted to see what was behind that spinning wheel, because that really built up the curiosity. And I think you did a fabulous job of creating the enigma of a table topic session. So that was really nicely done. You took the cue from Jaren to be mindful of calling people who are not role players. That was also extremely well done. So pretty much everybody in the room got an opportunity to talk. Your transitions were beautiful. The way you proved you were a good listener. So I think you've done an extremely great job as the table topic master today. I do not have any recommendations, except I wish we had given you a little more time to have more table topics in this room today. With that, overall, I kudos to both the presidents and the entire ExCom for a very well conducted linkers meet here today. Like I said in the beginning, the rationale of having a linkers meet is for collaboration, learning, and great takeaways, and also obviously having a great audience. Well done on a well curated, good mix of role takers and great learnings from here today. Thank you so much for having me. And I now hand the stage back to our closing president, the president who's going to close the meeting today, Toastmaster Arvind Raj.
Thank you, DTM Natasha, for sharing an insightful evaluation for all of us. Let's give a big round of applause to DTM Natasha Kumar for coming to our linkers meet and sharing a great. So I just take less than a minute since I have not feel like just not have done justice to the team yet. So yeah, and there was some small clarification in the chat also. Yes, coming back to the platform network effect, we all of us having a lot of apps. Definitely, it will lessen 1 minute I will take. Don't worry. So lot of apps. So what are the for booking movie tickets? I just want to be interactive. Which app do you use for booking the movie tickets?
My book.
Yeah, mybooking.com.
Yeah, Book My Show.
Book My Show is there, and yeah.
Yes, it's a platform based. One side theater owners, one side users. Yeah, and booking for bus. So if you're traveling, booking bus something.
Red bus is there.
Red bus is a platform.
Make My Trip is there. Yeah.
Yeah, Make My Trip also correct. There. So Make My Trip, hotels and airlines is one side. So everything is a platform. Not only that, all e-commerce website also which operate as a marketplace like Amazon, Flipkart, they're also platform based.
Yeah.
Why this is important? I just give it a thing. There is a saying I just heard from one of my professors. In the 21st century, it is this just follow up to our TTM Ram Prasad also. In the 21st century, in the age of AI, the most riskiest job is being an employee. Being an employee is the most riskiest job. So whenever you think of anything, hear about the business and the entrepreneurship, everything. So with this kind note, I thank everyone for joining us today. And with that, as a concluding presiding officer of this Toastmaster meeting, I would like to adjourn this meeting for both vTalk as well as IBC Titans. Thank you.
Toastmaster Arvind will take a group picture.
Sure, sorry. Yeah, yes, please. Amrita, Siddharth, Megha.
Come to this side, right? So somebody will be taking a screenshot. We'll gather here from our side, from the room.
Yeah.
Gajalakshmi, where will you find it?
Close.
And
Yes,
Very soon. That's okay.
Cheese. 1, 2, 3.
Cheese. Done?
Yeah, done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. I hope both the club members of vTalk and IBC Titans had a great, wonderful learning experience. And we'll have a couple of linkers meet with all the clubs from Division E and beyond that too. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh, for joining the meeting.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you, everyone. Sorry for the late. I had some meetings, so sorry for the late. Thank you, everyone. It was a